Hello.
Hello. Okay. All right. So here we are. We are live. Good morning. It's Coach Jill, and I'm joined by Coach Paula this morning. Good morning, Paula. How are you this morning?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm excellent. Excellent. So we're going to dig right in this morning. A couple of announcements. First of all, I hear Jack this morning.
I'll mute myself.
That's okay. A couple of announcements this morning. Please make sure we do have our new community live. We are inside Facebook again. You will find us on Fit Life Coaching on Facebook. That is our open page for anyone. You can invite friends to that page. That is basically our lander page for Fit Life inside Facebook. If you are in group coaching and currently in group coaching, you will be added to our private community inside Facebook, which is really exciting. We're glad to be back inside Facebook. As well, we also have a private community for those who are paid Fit Life members. And so you will be added into that community as well if you are currently paying for your Fit Life membership. So this is really a great opportunity for us. We have been away from Facebook for a couple of years, trying out different platforms. We decided in the best interest of community that we would come back to Facebook and start up our community again. You may have remembered us under Juicing Animals. We will not be under Juicing Animals anymore. The Juicing Vegetables page is still there inside Facebook. However, that is not our Fit Life membership community. It is under the Fit Life Coaching. So you'll find us there. We're really, really excited to have you join us. We're going to be sharing a lot of information in there, a lot of videos, lots of exciting stuff coming. So stay tuned. Make sure you get in there. Come give us a friend request. We'd love to see you there. And come find out what's going on over at Fit Life. So we're going to dig in. We had a fabulous call last night. I want to dig right back into that topic this morning because it's such a great topic. And it's something that I think we all tend to forget to do for ourselves. And we were talking a lot last night about self-love and what that looks like for you and what it looks like, in each of our own lives. Here at Fit Life, those of us who have the privilege to work for Fit Life, we do try and maintain our Fit Life lifestyle. So what does that mean? We have been, some of us have been doing the program for, I've been doing it for three years now. I think Paula is about the same. And I believe, unfortunately, Penny's not joining us this morning. She's not feeling well, but I believe she's also about 3 years as well. And we've got other people who have joined us in that 3-year time. But it really means that we're dedicated to staying on track, not only with our nutrition, but also with juicing, with fitness, and with the mindset. And we all do regular mindset work that helps us grow as we move through our life and on this journey that we're each on. So it really does make a difference as you're going through life. We get those ups and downs, you get things that happen, you get things that come up. And when you're practicing those mindset pieces and you're including that in your daily life every single day, you find that you're able to deal with a lot of those ups and downs a little bit easier than maybe if you hadn't been doing the mindset work. I know that for me, I think I'm a mindset junkie. I love it. Anything that I can read, anything that I can listen to, meditations, you name it. I love to do that. Paula, how about you? What do you do for mindset every day?
The same way. I enjoy anything I can listen to. I have an app on my phone, Insight Timer, that we've talked about before that I use. And as we talked last night, the I Can Do It cards.
Yeah.
And then weekly we do our book. So it really, whatever I can put my hands on, I'm constantly I constantly have something new going.
And how would you say, in all the time that you've been doing this, how would you say that helps you deal with life differently now than maybe you would have 3 years ago?
Excuse me. I think it definitely helps manage stress a lot better, almost to the point where there isn't much stress. It's taught me how to look at things differently. So where before, if there was a instance where something would make me upset or angry, sad, now I can easily take that situation and almost immediately um, look at why is it happening and what good's going to come out of it.
I love that. I love that. And I think when you start to live in this sense of peace, you start to approach life of, okay, what is this situation teaching me? What is it doing for me? Where is it taking me? Because everything happens in our life for a reason. And everything is meant to help us either resolve or teach us something as we move forward. And so sometimes it's patience. Sometimes it's loving yourself. And sometimes it's any other number of different issues that come up. And just prime example, for myself this morning, I took some time out, and I tend to be a workaholic. I love my job. It's not like work, but I love my job. And I took some time for me this morning because I had some tragedy happen over the weekend, and so I just took some time to take care of myself this morning, which I really needed to do, absolutely needed to do. Now, previously, I probably would have just kept pushing and pushing and pushing until I couldn't have gone anymore. So, and I'm fortunate that I have wonderful coworkers who are here to support me in that as well. So it's really about this self-love piece. And, coming off the call last night and pondering things last night till I was exhausted and went to bed, I was like, why am I not taking the time for me? Why am I not living in my own fit lifestyle? And that's exactly what I chose to do this morning. So it's really acknowledging that we need to take care of ourselves. And I know as women, especially if you're a mom, a wife, you tend to put everybody and everything else first. I know I did that for a long, long time, didn't take care of me. And if I needed to do anything for me, even if I was sick, I'd feel terribly guilty for being sick. And, when you get sick, that's just an indication that your body needs a break, that you need a rest. And oftentimes we don't give ourselves that break. We just don't. So it's learning to honor yourself, honor your body, honor your spirit, your psyche as well through this whole process, and saying, you know what, I'm worth taking this time. I'm worth, doing what I need to do for me. So as you move forward, realize that sometimes you just need to take that time out for you, and it's okay. It really is okay. And your family will be fine during that time without you. They will survive. They will do fine. I know Paula made mention that she's now got some extra time in her mornings, and she said that's kind of decadent for her as well, that she's not used to that. She's just used to getting up and having a routine. So it's things like that. And it's, every time life throws little curveballs at us, it's all in the way that we look at it and we shape it. And maybe a stressful situation is going to come into your life, and you at least have two choices. You can look at it as, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me again? I can't believe this is going on. I can't believe this is done. Or you can choose to say, okay, you know what? I got this. I totally got this. I can do this. Sometimes that means that you need to reach out and ask for help, which I know a lot of our clients struggle with reaching out for asking help. Hence the reason why people do not turn in their Monday results. But it's really learning to ask and reach out for help, and knowing that that's okay, that you can do it. And we're here to support you. We're absolutely here to support you. We want nothing but success for you. We want you to have a successful journey. We want, in 90 days, we want you to know that, you know what, you can do this. You absolutely have got this. And that knowing, even if you don't have it perfectly, you can still come back and say, you know what, I'm struggling with this piece. Can you help me here? Or you can say, you know what, I really appreciate you as a coach. Can I please continue with you? Whatever that looks like for you, whatever you need. If you need continued accountability even after the 90 days, realize we're here to support you. We want to support you in that, whatever it looks like. And not everybody is done in 90 days. Not everyone can say at the 90-day mark, oh, yep, I'm good. This is so good. I'm done. I've got it. I'm ready to live this way forever. Sometimes people need a little bit extra help and then a little bit extra accountability, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I know between Paula and Penny and myself, we're quite frequently each other's accountability partners whenever we're going through things in our life. And, you know, I know we've often, kind of tag team together and like, okay, I'm doing a juice fast. Do you want to do it with me? Do you want to support me? And next thing you know, all three of us will be on a 3-day juice fast, supporting each other. I remember I think it was 2 years ago, Paul. Was it 2 years ago? I think I challenged you to do the Beta Breakthrough Protocol. Was that 2 years?
It was 2013. It was this late spring, early summer of 2013.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
so 3 years ago.
I remember, you know, she's like, I don't know. And I said, just record it. She's like, I don't know.
Yep.
What did that do for you?
It was awesome. It just changes. I don't know. It you just grow, right? Just as you go through the 90-day program, you grow and change and learn a lot about yourself, what you can and can't do, and actually what you're possible of. Because we tend to, human nature, I think, tend to limit ourselves and tell ourselves that either we can't, or why would I want to do that, or, you know, you just need to jump, you know, just do it.
Yeah, and I love that you just said that. You know, sometimes it's having faith in yourself that you have the ability to do this, and it is having the faith to jump. Say, I can completely do this, and I can. You know, I know there's others that are going to be there to help me fly with this. And if you never...
Right. And
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
And learning that you can do it without knowing how it's going to turn out. Do you know what I mean? Don't try to figure out the end. Just start at the beginning and appreciate every minute as you go through it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's one thing, you know, that Drew preaches a lot about here at Fit Life is staying present in the moment. You know what? Don't live in the past. Don't worry about the future, but be present right here, right now. Make the most of today with every part of your being. Be present right here, right now. And I know that's been a huge lesson for me, especially in the last year and a half with moving out to California and things like that. It's learning to be present and not worry about what might be, could be. And, you know, you can drive yourself crazy worrying about what all the shoulda, woulda, couldas I love to call those. But instead just live in the moment. Enjoy it as it is right here, right now. Love yourself right where you're at, right here, right now. Don't worry about, oh my gosh, I'm not in that size 4, or I'm, you know, the scale's not where I want it to be, or I can't put a picture of myself up. I don't have the perfect body, or, you know, think about how many times you take photos and you're so overly critical about how you look in a photo. Love where you're at right here, right now, and appreciate all the hard work that you've done to get to where you are right now. Right now. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest thing to do, to know that, you know, your work and everything you've done to get to this point in time right now is valuable. And it's learning to appreciate yourself for that and not be so hard on yourself, because I think sometimes we can be the hardest on ourselves. Worse than we are on our children, on our grandchildren, on our spouses, anything. We can be hard on ourselves. And you got to ease up a little bit. You got to relax a little bit and appreciate the hard work that you've done. So one of the things as we move forward with this program, and one of the things I want to talk about is, you know, along with this, and for those who are finishing up, especially for those who are in the level 3 of the program, level 3 is not an easy level. It really isn't. I think it's one of the most challenging. I think it's harder than the detox, honestly, in the beginning of this program. And during that time, it's really about being kind to yourself and being kind to your body and listening to your body. And we tell you about listening to your body from day one, that you need to, you know, really listen. But during that level 3 of the program, you really need to listen to your body. How are you reacting? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Are you sleeping? How's your skin? You know, and when you're especially in week 3 is the fat flush week. It can be the toughest week because, number one, you need to make sure you're getting all your water in. And for those who struggle with water, it is the most important factor during that week, is to get that water in, so you're flushing out those toxins. You're flushing them out of your body, getting rid of them. But no matter where you're at in the program, whether you're in level 1, level 2, level 3, you know, water is a key component here. And I will tell you, self-love starts with what you put in your body as well. So make sure that, you know, you are loving yourself by hydrating, because that's the first and foremost step that you can do to change your life, you know, right off the bat. It's going to help you think clearer. It's going to help you sleep better. It's going to help you have more clarity during the day. It's going to give you energy. It's going to give, you know, brighten up your skin, make your hair brighter, make you feel better, make your body less bloated. There's so many benefits to that one simple thing, that one simple thing. And when you're not drinking enough water, you're going to notice. Paula, what's one of the things that you notice when you're not drinking enough water?
I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
I get tired really easily. If I stay hydrated, I just feel better overall. And when I don't have enough, I want to take a nap. You know, when I watch my grandkids, and sometimes that's a little too easy to do. You know, so you know, if it's for a long period of time, I will notice that I'll actually stall in my results or start going, cause a plateau. So either stay the same or start gaining weight and not be able to figure out why. And I find that the easiest way to correct a situation like that is to do a quick 2-3 day food journal. And, you know, you write down what you eat and also what you're drinking. And that way you'll be able to almost pinpoint immediately where your adjustment.
Yeah, and Paula brings up a good point. You know, if you're struggling, if you're not seeing the results on the scale, if your clothes are not, you know, changing, if things are just not changing, that food journal is really a tool, a great tool for each of you. And it's realizing that maybe, you know what, maybe you've suddenly taken up the whole task again. You're cooking for your family and you're actually tasting enough to eat a meal before you actually sit down and eat a meal. Or, you know, maybe you're adding more salt into your diet than what you've been doing previously. Maybe you're not getting enough water. You know, maybe you're not eating enough of the right foods. Maybe you're not eating enough, period. So that journal is a great tool. And don't fear that. I hear so many people say, I don't want to do that because that means I'm going to have to, you know, it makes you think about what you're putting in your mouth. They just make you think, because when you realize that you have to write down everything you put in your mouth, it makes you realize that, hey, this is what's going on. And I don't want you to approach it in that way of, we say, oh my gosh, I'm writing this down, so I'm not going to eat that. No, eat the way you normally eat, write it down. It's meant to be a tool. It's not meant to be something to criticize you. It's meant to help you, you know, work towards those goals. I think, as I said earlier, you can be so hard on yourself, and don't look at these things as negatives. Look at them as, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was doing this. I really didn't realize, and change that, embrace that, change that, and allow yourself to make those small adjustments. And then you're going to see the results coming in just by doing that, just by doing those simple things. So I know for me, when I'm not drinking my water, first thing that happens is my ankles start to swell. That's the very first thing that will happen for me. And suddenly I have puffy ankles, and I call them cankles because they don't look like ankles. They're kind of that, that thick ankle. And that's the first thing that will happen for me. And that's when I know I'm not drinking enough water. I know I'm not drinking enough water. So I will add in extra water that day, and then I will get back on track. And, you know, one of the tools that we teach early in the program, if you know you're not getting enough water, if you're not sure you're getting enough, use the rubber band tool. You know, take your water bottle, figure out, you know, how many ounces it is and how many of those bottles you need to get your water in every day. Put rubber bands on your bottle so you know exactly how many times you need to fill that bottle and drink that bottle. Each time you drink the bottle, take a rubber band off. And when they're gone, you know that you've got your water in for the day. Don't skimp on this stuff. You're only going to benefit by doing it. You know, skimping on it or saying, I don't need that, is only going to hurt your body. So be kind to yourself. Do yourself a favor and just do it. Just do it. Paula, anything you want to add to that?
No, I totally agree 100%.
Yeah. So, you know, be good to yourself this week. Number one, it is Tuesday. So if you have not turned in your results, and I know when you turn in your results and when you don't turn in your results, get those results in. We want to know how you're doing. We don't want to criticize you. This is not about criticizing you. This is not about pointing the finger. Not at all. this is about helping you reach your goals. So allow us to do that by turning in your results so that we can help you do that. And as we move forward, let's make sure that you're getting on track and you're reaching your goals the way that you want to. So turn in those results, allow us to help, connect with your coach this week, and let's get you on track for a great week. So with that, we're going to wrap up for today. I want to thank Paula for joining me today. We'll be back next week. And thank you guys. Have a fabulous week, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.